Now, beyond Donbas itself, where we now have this special military operation is focused, we're still seeing significant amount of Russian shelling, artillery, long-range precision missiles against all sorts of cities in Ukraine, against Odessa stepping up over the past week. We've seen it against Lviv, against other cities. We're also seeing these explosions in the contested territory of Transnistria, this Russian breakaway province of Moldova. What's your read on what all of that means as connected to what Putin is trying to accomplish?
Well, I think it's part of just, the terrorism that has been part of his military strategy throughout this war. And it's deliberate. He is terrorizing these populations, killing civilians, as a way to try to compel Zelensky to negotiate. And, I've talked to Zelensky a couple times during this war, and I think it's important for people to understand that when you're the leader of a country, the democratically leader of a country, and you can't defend your people, and you have to sit there and watch because you don't have defenses against that, it does weigh on him. I think it's a hard thing, and it is part of his strategy to keep the pressure on Zelensky for one day when, I think he will try to say, I've seized this territory and now we need to negotiate. He wants to keep that pressure on Zelensky and his armed forces. The other part, by the way, is he wants to keep trapped some of the forces that are there. So forces that are in, around Kharkiv in particular, but also we don't exactly know what's going to happen in Odessa, but he wants to keep them there so that the Ukrainians don't move them to the main fight in Donbas right now.
Now, when you talk to Zelensky, I'm interested in how he thinks about the future of the war. Do you get a sense that he would welcome a restart of negotiations at this point? Or given that he's done so well, do you get the sense of, no, I want to actually have the opportunity to retake this territory first?
A month ago, talking to him and others around him, they were talking very soberly about a peace settlement that would trade Ukrainian neutrality for some security guarantee from the West, that would agree to disagree about where the borders are, but agree to not take them through military force. And they were even negotiating about the size of the Ukrainian military in the negotiations, right? That was a month ago. All of those issues, I think, are now frozen. I think their objectives have changed. They feel like the time is on their side, and whether they're right or wrong about that, I'm not a military expert enough to know in terms of which artilleries are going to prevail in Donbas. But I think Putin may have missed an opportunity to get an agreement a month ago that I do not think I know is not on the table today and may not be on the table, 4 to 6 or 8 weeks from now.
Yeah, so in other words, the Russians would have to do a hell of a lot more damage to the Ukrainians for that to be remotely plausible going forward.
I think so. Tragically, I think so. And, I could easily imagine a scenario where the lines of the battle are not going to change that much in Donbas for weeks and maybe months, but tragically, a whole lot of Russian soldiers and Ukrainian soldiers and civilians are going to die.